Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So let's do a morning video review on Bitcoin. It's about 11 a.m. Eastern here in US. Bitcoin is trading around 8,100 right now as I'm making this video. So let's talk about the technicals. What are some of the resistance going up? What are some of the support level on the retracement, and all those good stuff going into this weekend. Alright, so before we get it started, if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit those notification and those bell icons so you can get this content right away. And if you think these videos are helping you with your trading, with your investing in crypto market, then please do give me a thumbs up. Alright, that really means a lot. Keeps me motivated in doing this video review every day. Alright, so that being said, let's get into it. So if you go back to the video library, you will see that we were in this lower base of this downward channel, and I was keep on saying that the bears are getting exhausted, and it's just a matter of time that we are gonna see that breakout. And we saw that yesterday. We had a massive breakout, about 10% move in Bitcoin from 6,700 to almost 8,000 level, in one day. So that was a nice massive move from Bitcoin, and it was just going to happen. A lot of people were like, I was watching a lot of the content creators. Only like maybe handful, not even handful, like less than handful, were really calling those, like whatever they're saying was making sense, because a lot of the other ones that I watched, they were like really calling it maybe that we are gonna see the 6,000 level, 5,000 level. The reason I didn't see those level is because there's a simple thing, when you are in this consolidation zone, when we have this massive downtrend, and there's not a like significant negative news coming out, or even the news that came out on the negative side, and the price action is not making a near low, that's usually a very good sign that we are coming to an end of that correction on the price action. So that was a confirmation. And also, like the indecision on this on the downward channel, on the creating this lower base, there was a lot of push and pull action going on, but not enough momentum to get out of it. And finally there were some indicators, technical indicators, that were showing divergence, that hey, we are due for a breakout toward that upside, and that exactly what happened yesterday. The main thing for me was to get out of this down channel, this downtrend that I have mentioned a few times. It's coming all the way from that 20,000 mark. So I was watching that like in hawk. As long we finished over that channel, that was a very bullish scenario for Bitcoin bulls, and we remain over that channel right now, or that trend right now, that downward trend. The one other trend that I also talked about in those videos is this trend line that is coming from the 6,000 level that we created back in February. We found that support on that trend line. We broke the support level, then we went down. Now what we are seeing is, if you see this price action, it came right on the dot. It's hitting that trend line right on that money, exactly on the dot at 82.40, 82.50, and found some retracement. Alright, so retracement is okay, but we want to make sure we are not retracement levels are staying over that 7,700 mark. Alright, so that's what we need to see today. Overall, the bull scenario is looking strong. So as usually the case during the weekend, the volume tend to dry up. There are not too many traders who are exchanging hands during weekend, so volume tend to dry out on during the weekend trading. So we have to be very careful on how how that volume will impact the price action. Because if you remember, if you have been following the channel for a while now, if you remember around that 11,000 mark, we saw that a deliberate sell-off or like artificial sell-off that happened during low volume on during the weekends. So I want to make sure I will be very I will be watching those kind of scenarios, because when you have lower volume, you can easily manipulate the price action if you have a decent size account. So we'll be watching that out soon, and make sure there is nothing that takes place like that. But anyways, we will talk about it during the weekend. Right now, what we need to see is as long as we stay over that 7,700 level in Bitcoin, the scenario for the bulls is looking strong. We need to break this resistance trend line. All right, this red one, we need to break that. So I think if I look at the smaller time frame, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. I'm seeing some consolidation. So that breakout happened. Right now we are in this consolidation zone. If we can break out of it, we will easily have that room to run toward that 9,300 or 9,400 level for Bitcoin. All right, but we need to break this resistance trend line and the price point around that 8,400. That is what I'm looking for in today's trading. Okay. For the news, there is nothing significant that I really would want to cover here. It's nothing like that really rings a bell on either side, to be honest. Like, I had nothing major on the bull side, nothing major on the bear side. I mean, it's whatever. It's nothing significant to talk about. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. All right, so we have a breakout right now of that downward trend, but what we have right now is this the trend line that is coming all the way from the 6,000 mark that will act as a resistance around that 8,300 level. So if we can get over that, that will be extremely bullish today. For the retracement support, we have 7,600 and 7,700 will act as a retracement support. So be mindful. So all this line that I'm drawing, that dotted blue line, those are the support lines, and all the red dotted lines are the resistance line on the price point. So I like to color coordinate them to make things a little bit easier. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's cover Ethereum real quick. Ethereum is looking extremely strong right now. If you go back to the video library, I talked about Ethereum. The risk to reward in Ethereum was really good at that price point, around that 380, 390 price point. And we are reaching our the support level. It broke all those resistance down trends, and now we are reaching that second support, second target levels in Ethereum. It can run toward that 550. Easily, if we have a positive momentum, that will be 550, 560 will be the next target for Ethereum from here on. All right, and the retracement level, I think, is gonna be around like 460 will be a good retracement support, or even 480 will be a good retracement support for Ethereum. Right. So that's pretty much it, guys. As I said plenty of times, when the big tide comes, it will lift every boat. It will lift the broken boats. It will lift like a damaged boat. It will lift big, small, everything. All right. So right now it's just getting started. This is still not I would not call this out of we are all in green. This is we're gonna see the 50,000 in few months. No, this is not that kind of scenario yet. All right, so please be very careful. We need to get over some of the resistance points, because when we had this back in December, when we were making the newer highs, it was all clear sky. There was no resistance point. There was no previous price action that took place. So you cannot like say that, hey, 10,000 is the top, or 12,000 is the top, or 15,000 is the top, right? But since right now we have sold off and we're making that, trying to go toward that new high, you know, the trading softwares, the bot trading, the other like TAs, they will look at those price point. They will be like, okay, there was a price point here, there, like, you know, we had a break here, so that will act as a resistance. So there will be, they are looking at those things, and that will cause those resistance. So, you know, make sure you're taking those profit, make sure you're putting a stop loss until we get out of, like, you know, this zone, until we, I would say, like, staying over the 50-day moving average. Maybe use that as a gauge as well, but right now still, like, you know, I'm cautiously optimistic. All right, I'm gonna say this again, I'm cautiously optimistic. So don't get, like, you know, keep your expectation level don't get, like, you know, very giddy up, all like, you know, this is the best thing, we are gonna see the new high, or like on the same thing on the downward side, like, because people were, like, you know, just being depressed when the Bitcoin was trading around 6,000. People were like, oh my god, we are gonna see like 5,000, 2,000, whatever. So keep your trading psychology, keep those, like, right mindset. It's all about the mental game, right? It's all about, like, you know, setting the right expectation, and, like, you know, making sure that you don't follow the crowd in a, like, you know, in a bad way. So hopefully, like, you know, hopefully you're making good profit here, and, like, you know, right now the tide is coming. You know, this is a small tide. So it will lift all the altcoins too with it, like, you know, small, big, medium size. It will lift all those things. So, and this is a really good time, in my opinion. This is a really good time to adjust your portfolio. All right. So what do I mean by that? Like, you know, if you think, you know, you really need to reevaluate your portfolio, or you really need to, like, you know, realign your portfolio, your crypto portfolio, then this is a good time, because you're probably, you know, up like 30-40%, and, you know, now you can adjust your portfolio and get into some coin that, you know, you previously thought you don't have enough capital to invest in, or you need to do some readjustment. So this is a good time. All right. So, and I'm still doing the portfolio analysis. Same price as 49. I did not raise those prices. I mean, I know a lot of people have, like, you know, have been suffering due to this downtrend. But if you want me to take a look at your portfolio and do the portfolio analysis, then do shoot me an email. You can find the information in that video description, and I will make sure that your portfolio analysis get done. All right. So I'm still doing that. I'm still offering that service, and I think this is a very good time to do that portfolio analysis and, like, realign that portfolio, since a lot of things are moving up right now, and you rather want to do it when things are moving up, rather than you are in the like, you know, in the loss. All right. So that's all, guys. I will try to do some altcoins, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon.